Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the nation from the majestic Red Fort on occasion of India's 74th Independence Day. In an hour 26-minute speech, he focused on themes of Atmanirbhar Bharat, Vocal for Local, and Make in India to Make for World. He also paid tribute to those on the front lines of fight against coronavirus and declared that India had a roadmap ready for the production and distribution of 3 COVID-19 vaccines that are at various stages of testing. He also stressed that climate change is of great concern and that we need to focus on clean energy and solar power. He emphasized on importance of health of women and how through 6,000 Jan Aushadhi centers, about 5 crore women have got sanitary pads at 1 rupee. This is Prime Minister's 7th consecutive Independence Day speech and second since his BJP-led NDA swept to second term in power in Lok Sabha elections last year. The Supreme Court on Friday held advocate and activist Prashant Bhushan guilty of contempt of court. This case was taken up by the court based on 2 of Bhushan's tweets after a complaint filed by Mehak Maheshwari. The case was heard by bench of Justices Arun Mishra, B.R. Gavai and Krishna Murari, and the bench had reserved its order on August 5. On Friday, while reading out the judgment, Justice Gavai said that Bhushan committed serious contempt of court according to the current law. Bhushan will be heard on sentencing on August 20th. Senior advocate Dushyant Dave had appeared for Bhushan in the case. Dave said that social media comments Bhushan had made were not out of any wrong intention but from perspective that court should be stronger. He also said that to criticize a judge fairly, albeit fiercely, is not a crime but a right. The tweets in question were critical of the apex court and posted by Bhushan on June 27th and June 29th. The June 27th tweet said, "When historians in future look back at the last 6 years to see how democracy has been destroyed in India even without a formal emergency, they will particularly mark the role of Supreme Court in these destructions, and more particularly the role of last 4 CGIs. Well, holding Prashant Bhushan accountable of contempt of court has yet again started a debate in the country on freedom of speech and expression. Three people lost their life, 30 to 80 policemen injured, several journalists inflicted, vehicle and public property set on fire in Bengaluru on Tuesday night. What was the reason behind this violence, you may ask? A Facebook post. Yes, one Facebook post. On 11th August, the nephew of Indian National Congress's state legislator Akhand Srinivas Murthy allegedly posted derogatory remarks on Islamic prophet Muhammad. The post went viral and a mob of around 200 people who were armed with sticks and petrol and kerosene cans damaged public and private property in DJ Halli and KJ Halli police stations of Bengaluru. At around 11 am, a group of Muslim youth formed a human chain around the local temple near DJ Halli in case the situation escalates. P. Naveen, whose social media post allegedly triggered violence, was taken into custody for over 5 days on Thursday. 6 FIRs have also been registered by the local police officers against leaders of Social Democratic Party of India and its activists, numbering over 200 according to the FIRs. Many allege this violence as pre-planned and raise questions over how did the mob of around 200 people were armed with weapons and petrol bombs. So the next time you see an offensive post, make sure to report than rebel.